Welcome back to another episode of My Cemetery Tours with the Graveyard Guy. I'm your host and local paranormal investigator, Mark Lynn. And today we're at Thornton Graveyard in Merrimack, New Hampshire. And there's some people here today cleaning the memorial stones, which is really cool because they're getting them white and like brand new. So I'm gonna try not to get them in my video. They're filming something for the Merrimack, New Hampshire, probably public access channel. This is a very busy street, so when you film here, please be careful. But I parked over there on this side. All right, let's begin our tour. Like I said, again, there's some people here cleaning the headstones, doing a really good job of it. And it's amazing how they get most of the dirt and grime off of these. This is a beautiful memorial stone here. But like I said, they're also filming something for the Merrimack, New Hampshire public access television channel. So I have to check out to see what they film later on. And also, I want to let people know out there, I do my annual haunted events every year. I had my annual haunted event here at Thornton Graveyard and Cemetery in Merrimack, New Hampshire, sometime between 2018 to 2019. And this place is not listed online as being quote-unquote haunted. So at one of my annual haunted events, sometime between 2018 to 2019, I actually proved this place to be haunted beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I'll let you, as this episode goes on, I'll let you know how I proved it to be haunted. So thank you for coming back for another episode of My Cemetery Tours with the Graveyard Guy. That's me, your host and local paranormal investigator, Mark Lynn. And thank you for coming back for another episode. Glad to have you with me as I take you on this haunted journey, as I take you on this haunted adventure. Yeah, real quick, I'll let you know how I proved this place to be haunted. I was doing one of my annual haunted events with my good friend and psychic medium, Amy Major, and I was back, if you can see those people in the distance, I was back where those two gentlemen are with the baseball caps. And I was filming psychic medium Amy Major. I was filming psychic medium Amy Major, and I'll show you what I did real quick with this camera. The camera went like that a little bit because a ghost or a spirit, an orb, touched me in the elbow, but I didn't see it. And then all of a sudden she moved off to the side, like she said, I just got touched, I just got pushed. Well, this was in my original YouTube channel, which is no longer up, but it is on my Facebook channel, and I did multiple videos. And in it you can see me react to a ghost or a spirit orb touch my elbow. I move the camera like I just did, and you can see like a square or rectangle spirit orb flying into Amy Major as she moved and said something just touched me, something just pushed me. So again, I proved this place to be a very historic and haunted cemetery and graveyard. And again, this was never listed online as being such. Sorry about the noise in the back, but I'm off of a very busy street, which is the old Route 3, which starts off as Concord Street in downtown Nashua, comes through Merrimack and ends up in Bedford. And you're just off the F.E. Everett Turnpike, Route 3, between Nashua and Manchester. So sorry about if there's any background noise or if I have to delay in what I'm saying. But yeah, in that video, which was on my original YouTube channel, which is now on Facebook, you can see me react as if a ghost, a spirit, or a spirit orb touches me in the elbow, and I move the camera like I just did a little while ago for you to show you what happened. And then my psychic medium, Amy Major, she reacted and went forward, and she said, I either got touched, or I either just got pushed. And we could feel it, but we couldn't see it. And then on the video, you could see like a square or rectangle spirit orb during the day in broad daylight touch me react to it, move the camera a little bit because it touched my elbow, and then it went into her where she said she got touched or pushed. Yeah, I don't know how much of the cemetery that I'll get today because there are people here again filming for the Merrimack, New Hampshire public access television channel for the local area, as well as cleaning stones. This is probably the first time in 3 or 4 years I've actually ever seen anybody actually here. People do come here to visit, but not too many. Yeah, you can see some of their cleaning equipment off in the distance. Yeah, this is like the first episode of the show that I've ever done where there's somebody actually here. Yeah, I'm going to show you some of the older stones too. I mean, there's some old historic stones here. Yeah, especially after they just cleaned them, you can see them better. Like these ones. Yeah, my one question for today, and these is, oh, I can see the date on them actually. This one says like 1742. And this one over here is like 1753, but you're talking stones that are nearly, and this one's 1755. You're talking stones that are almost like 300 years old. Yeah, and also my SB7 spirit box as well as my S-box spirit box. I picked up a ghost or a spirit here, and it was of this young lady, Elizabeth Hills, who actually passed away and is buried here since 1775. That's like a year before this country was even a country. But I've picked her up here before as well. Yeah, some of these ones I can't even read. They're pretty old. So I mean, you're talking, you know, there's some stones here that are maybe 100, 200 years old, but then other stones are like 200, 300 years old. Big time history here. Matthew Thornton, who's buried here, he's one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, and I believe he immigrated here from Ireland. But Matthew Thornton in New Hampshire and in the history of the United States of America is a very pivotal figure in our nation's history as well as our state's history. But this is cool that I happened to come here today, because now some of these stones that they clean you can really read well. Really neat. Yeah, this one, it's amazing how you can still read it, because this one right here, the person died 1775. So I mean, that's like, you know, 200, going on 250 years old, but not that far away from like 300 years old. That's crazy. That's amazing how some of these, yeah, and some of these like these I think are like slate. There's other ones, of course, that are granite. Stinks with this one, a bit of it fell off due to the weather. Yeah, to give you an idea, let me do a panoramic view of this cemetery to give you an idea of the layout. Yeah, I'm gonna get going here soon because these people are getting ready to film. Kind of cool though, the first episode to have somebody actually here while I film at this filming location. Kind of cool. Yeah, I gotta watch out because they're getting ready. All right, we're gonna look at a few more stones and then I'm gonna get going. But thank you for joining me on another episode of my cemetery tours with the graveyard guy. That's me, your host, paranormal investigator Mark Len. These are kind of against the wall a little bit. It's interesting now. Alright, so thank you for joining me on this another episode. And until the next time, my friends, take care, so long, and happy hauntings. Actually, I'm going to come up here real quick because there's one last stone I want to show you that's way off to the side. And then that'll be the end of this episode. Yeah, there used to be a stone over here, and I don't know if it was just set to the side or where somebody was actually buried, but it was like around this area that I don't see anymore, so they must have got rid of it or something. Very busy street. Across the way is a Common Man restaurant. It used to be Hannah Jack Tavern. And I've asked a few times if I could do a paranormal investigation in there to put it online to promote their business. And probably two or three times in the last 3 or 4 years they've said yes, but then they never got back to me. So I don't know what used to be Hannah Jack Tavern, which is now the Common Man restaurant, if they allow paranormal investigations or they don't. I'm sure they're a great place to eat food, but I don't know. The times I've asked, they said yes, but then later on, they never got back to me. So, and supposedly, what used to be the Hannah Jack Tavern, which originally was the Thornton Inn after Matthew Thornton and his family, is now Common Man restaurant. Over there, you can see across the way, it's supposed to be a very historic and haunted place. This episode was written by Kelsey Lynn. It was produced by Heather G. Lynn. And it was directed by Brandon Lane with the help of production assistants Wayne Dunn, Amy Peters, and also with Shira Greenberg. With the help of historical liaison, special guest and psychic medium, Katrina Van Tassel. And remember, out there with all these COVID-19 numbers going up, have fun out there, stay safe, stay haunted. But remember, always have fun. Always please stay safe out there. And of course, stay haunted. So one last time, until the next time, my friends, take care, so long, and happy hauntings.